Now, Instagram launched Reels in India in August, and I made my first reel in January. I know, I'm embarrassed. What's important to know is how to differentiate plain mean from constructive criticism. When I started Shop with Roxy, my inventory was all over the place. So I should give you a little more detail on what I meant by that. What's up, beautiful people? Today I will be talking about some of the mistakes that I've made ever since I started my own store and what you should take away from them. I'm still making mistakes, learning, growing. Everybody makes mistakes, but here are some of them that I've made so far. Happy Pride Month, by the way. Okay, so before we start, I want you to watch this video all the way till the end because whatever I'm going to tell you today is crucial for you to be able to start off strong. And I also encourage you to pause, go ahead and subscribe, and once you've done that, go grab a notepad and a pen and make sure you make notes of whatever I'm gonna say because it's that important. My first piece of advice is don't start a store as an impulsive decision if you decide to do it with a friend. In my last video, which was a Q&A video, I was asked if I had any advice for anyone who is considering starting their own store. And I said, I wish somebody had told me this before I started. Don't start a business with someone who's your friend or your family member, like a sibling, because chances are it might not end well. I know some stores that are doing really well, but I feel like don't take the risk. I did. I'm speaking from experience. That's my number one thing. Don't start it with someone if you don't want to jeopardize that friendship. So I should give you a little more detail on what I meant by that. The first time I started a store, it was an impulsive decision. A good friend of mine approached me with the idea and we just went for it. Our mistake here is that we didn't establish any trust or build any ground rules before we actually started. As a result, we had to shut down within 2 months. I was left with tons of unsold inventory and of course, I lost a good friend. My point is avoid starting a business with a friend if you feel like there is any scope of immaturity on your side, their side, all of your sides. Really think it through. And if you do pass that checkpoint, make sure to establish trust, divide the workload properly, and establish some ground rules between yourselves before you actually start. But if you don't pass that checkpoint, I suggest starting a store on your own and later maybe employ someone to share the workload with instead of starting off as a partnership. Number 2 is sell products of one category or offer a service of one type. When I started Shop with Roxy, my inventory was all over the place. I kid you not, I had clothing of all types, tops, bottoms, thrifted, not thrifted, accessories, jewelry, glasses, whatnot. So as a result, for the longest time, I couldn't form a solid customer base and I was stuck at 500 followers. But as soon as I eliminated a lot of that and just stuck to bags and glasses, my following shot up and now I have a solid customer base and touch wood, now I get sold out within a couple of hours of dropping a new line. So what I'm trying to say is you too can avoid a bumpy start by sticking to one category of products or services. For example, if you want to sell books, just stick to books. If you want to do jeans, just do jeans. Don't mix it up. Number 3 is make product reels. Now, Instagram launched Reels in India in August and I made my first reel in January. I know, I'm embarrassed. So if you don't know what a product reel is, it's basically a reel where you show off your products from the next drop, kind of like a trailer. So 2 weeks ago, I conducted a survey on my story and found out that most of you found my account via reels. And I figured if I had started making reels as soon as they released, I would have a lot more followers today. Moral of the story, don't neglect the reels feature. Please, please, please go ahead and exploit it to your benefit. Go for it. Number 4, and the most obvious, get ready for the hate. What's important to know is how to differentiate plain mean from constructive criticism. As I said, everybody makes mistakes at the start. Chances are you would too. So when somebody points out a mistake, Try not to get defensive and accept your mistake even if it's not sugar-coated. Remember, constructive criticism is your friend and it will only help you in the future. However, not everything is constructive. You will get mean comments and DMs. So how to deal with that? I suggest ignore it, brush it off, don't waste your time on it. But if you do choose to respond with the sole purpose of putting that person in the right place, respond with dignity and respect and kind words. That's very important. You should stay kind. Number 5, and I'd say one of the most important, is to record all of your transactions. Make an Excel spreadsheet where you record the following: the item description, date of transaction, cost of the product, selling price of the product, and to whom you've sold it. This will help you understand the investment that you should be making, your profits, and how much you should reinvest into your business. I suggest reconcile your transaction from your bank account to your Excel sheet every month. The mistake I made here is I wasn't very punctual about it in the beginning. So don't get lazy about it. It gets harder and harder as the time passes. So please be disciplined about it. Once you've got a sense of your profits, look to reinvest a portion in your inventory and look to reinvest another portion of it into growing the capability of your business. I'll give you an example. Invest into purchasing a phone with a better camera, or a tripod, or a ring light, or maybe to set up a workspace for you, because that's what's gonna help you in the long run. Okay, so that's pretty much it that I've got for you guys today. I know it was a short video, but this is what I've learned so far and I hope this can help. Once again, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already and give it a big thumbs up, because that really helps me and it helps this video reach people who might need to watch this. If you have any queries, go ahead and comment them down below. I will respond for sure. If you don't want to do that, you can always message me on @shop.with.roxy. I will see you guys very soon with another video. I hope you stay safe, stay happy, drink water, and enjoy.